welcome to your daily love reading for Friday. Fabulous Friday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the Almost Tarot, one of my decks. I'm going to bring in the Inner Child Oracle and the Lighter Justice cards. So let's see what we need to know. And this will also bring in messages about career or anything else materially that you need to know. Anything that's going on or affecting the physical reality. And we're going to connect with the energy around you, your person and your journey. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. And a big shout out to our soul sister Christy, who sent me this gorgeous deck from my Amazon wish list. And a big thank you to everyone who's been gifting me things from my Amazon wish list. It means the world, especially when I get a brand new deck of cards to use and play with. So let's see what's going on then. So what's the energy around you today, straight out? And what's the energy coming through for them today? What's the energy around them today on this last day of January, which is really powerful because we move into February tomorrow, which is the month of love. So what's the energy around the journey today? Thank you, angels. What's the energy around you today? Straight out. Look at that magic coming through. Magic. What's the energy coming through for them today? The energy around them today. What's the energy coming through for them? I feel there's more cards. The energy around them today. Still feel there's a few more. And what's the energy around the journey today? Thank you, angels. What's the energy around the journey? Thank you, thank you. That card as well. And what's the energy around you today with the Almost Tarot? The energy around you today. Intuition. Look at that with the wolf. Telepathy. What's the energy around them today? The energy coming through for them. And what's the energy around the journey today? Wow. Flying out for the journey there as well. So quite a few cards coming out for the journey we need to be aware of. So let's see what's happening for you today. Because let's be honest, you're the most important one watching here. So you've got intuition for a reason. So this is your telepathic self. This is your psychic centre. This is you knowing who you truly are. This is you knowing what you feel inside and that is real. And the wolf is a symbol of intuition, but also about the way you telepathically talk to each other. That words aren't needed. This goes beyond words. It's a spiritual connection. It's felt and it's experienced in a very powerful spiritual way. So telepathy can be through dreams. There can be block there. You know, anytime there's blocks in communication, you have the ability to connect with them through the power of your mind. You receive that through dreams or feelings or a song or a sign of synchronicity or something you overhear. Even something you may hear coming to you in your mind. So you have the power to connect in that way. So remember, if you're blocked or being ghosted or ignored, even though you're not really being blocked, ghosted or ignored at all, it's always them processing what they're feeling and going through. You still have the ability to communicate in a much higher way. And the wolf is reminding you of that, and reminding you of your intuition and how important it is to trust in that. Your inner child is saying prosperity. And also we have to have discipline with our healing. So you have to be self-disciplined. Now the first thing I'm connecting with this discipline card is you have to be okay with saying yes to yourself, even if that means saying no to others. This can be about boundaries. It's also about disciplining yourself with things like social media, saying I'm not going to check their social media today. I'm not going to do anything that puts me into fear or doubt, even if there's a block. Because if things are blocked between you, it's so easy to kind of go and see what they're up to on social media, and it can cause you more pain. Because remember, social media can be illusion. No one ever puts out their pain, do they really, on social media, unless they're going through something. People put out their best version. And sometimes that best version is wearing a mask. So if you think, oh, it's going to hurt me to check the social media, but you do it anyway, then, you know, that's why you've been hurt, because you haven't listened to your intuition. Your intuition is saying, discipline yourself. Do what feels right to you. Practice discipline in your actions. Consistency leads to mastery. Consistency. So consistently watching your thoughts, consistently watching your actions, and that also leads to the good things in your life. That leads to prosperity and healing. So prosperity says, embrace prosperity and abundance. Wealth is your birthright. So this is also about you disciplining yourself at work or doing what you want to do. And then you make more money or you have more success. So many of you will be self-employed or work for yourself in some way, and you have to discipline yourself to put the hours in, to put the effort in, and then you get the rewards that you seek. And maybe that's what you're working towards right now, or you're disciplining yourself enough to make sure you are having an hour a day to focus on spiritual practices or things that you can do to bring in more success or more health or wealth. And that can be meditation or being grateful or going for a walk or doing things you want to do. So you have to discipline yourself and say, right, I'm going to have food, I'm going to do this, especially if you're working for yourself and you're busy and you're thinking, oh, I've just missed breakfast, I'll just have some lunch, and then you might forget lunch as well. So you have to discipline yourself and say, I've got to take a break, or I need a day off, or I need to have a holiday. So I feel this also about you giving yourself what you need when you need it and listening to your intuition about it, because that's also how you look after yourself. And that's how you bring in a healing, but it's also how you bring magic into your life as well. It says, allow yourself to heal from past wounds. So also be very strong with yourself and say, I'm going to choose today to lovingly release the past. I'm going to choose to focus on the positive today. I'm going to choose to feel at peace with my journey and where I am. It's a time to nurture your soul, and that's very healing. And this can also be going outdoors in nature, focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. And that brings magic in. You have the power now. So you're being reminded how powerful the present moment is. Whenever we are struggling or in anxiety or stress, we're worrying about the past that can't be changed, or we're overthinking about the future that hasn't yet occurred, and we're in fear. So breathe yourself into the now. That's where the power is. It says use your magic to attract what you want into your life, because the sky is your limit. So trusting in yourself and knowing that you can have, be and do whatever it is that you truly desire. So discipline yourself enough to say, I'm not going to listen to naysayers or people who are saying I can't do this or I can't do that, because I believe I can. I'm going to discipline myself, and I'm going to set my intentions and talk to the angels and update my vision board and bring in the power. Especially if you want freedom to do your spiritual work. So you're being shown with the feather that you are a light worker, an earth angel, a star seed, that you've come here to earth to do spiritual work. You may just need to make that choice, or think, right, I'm going to do it on the side until I can do it full time. Or you may not even know what kind of spiritual work you want to be doing, but you know what you want to get from it. Or you know you want more time, more freedom, more time for yourself. Or you may think, right, I want to be free to follow my own path and do my own thing. So doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what work will best serve yourself, or your needs, or your freedom. So you may not know what kind of work you want to be doing, but you know what you're passionate about. And your spiritual purpose and your spiritual gifts are connected with your passions, the things you enjoy, the things you love to do. And when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life because you're enjoying what you're doing. And spiritual work can also be working on you, letting go of the journey itself, as in surrender, giving it to God, working on you more, and having faith in what will be. Doing gratitude and spiritual practices that uplift you. Connecting with your twin in the 5D and not worrying about what's going on in the physical world. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and your income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So if you're having time off right now, or time off between work, maybe you are in between jobs, or something has happened and you are free from your job, maybe you've been fired and you're seeing it as a bad thing, it's a redirection. Remember, rejection of any kind is a redirection, because something better is out there for you. So if you've been running yourself ragged in a job, the angels say, no, you should be self-employed. It'll give you more money, more success, and more freedom, and more time for you to do the things you want to do, and you'll enjoy it more because it will be connected with your purpose and your passions and your spiritual practices. This is also about having more time together, because when you're in mission, when you're in union, you're going to also be working on mission and purpose to help and heal the world, and that's going to bring more time in together. So you'll be working together maybe as well, or you'll have more time together because of the work that you do. So you'll be able to go out and do more things in the world and bring more healing to the world. So ultimately, prosperity and healing will come from your spiritual work, which is very healing. So many of you are healers, And there's magic in that healing as well, and that leads to prosperity. You just have to be ready to discipline yourself, to focus on the positives, to do what's right, to bring in that freedom. So definitely feel the message coming through for you today is to watch your thoughts, to be careful where you're putting your energy, and to think about what you want to do in your life, because there's magic there. And your intuition is guiding you towards the right work for you, the right situation and circumstances for you, even the right place you want to live, the right location, and then it's manifesting everything else in. Now, the energy around your person today is balance. So they know, for one, that they need to be more balanced in their approach to this love. They need to be giving and receiving equally. They want to be able to open up to you more emotionally, and they want to be able to provide and give financially. So they're working on bringing that balance in. Now we've got answers. So the first way that they gain balance in their life is finding the answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. So they are working out what the next steps are, what to do. This can be another reason why they may be quiet right now, within themselves, trying to understand what to do. Working out those solutions, finding those answers, putting those plans into place. And work-wise, they're going to find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. So they may be changing certain things they're doing at work so they stand out, so they're able to get more money or a promotion or a raise to bring more gifts into the connection. And they want to be more balanced to bring their gifts in. So also when they are balanced in themselves, they open up to their spiritual gifts. The things that God has given them that they may not even be aware of until now. Their psychic awareness, their intuition, the things they love to do, the things they are passionate about as well. Maybe they love to write, or they love to sing, or they love to paint, and they're bringing those forward. So you are uncovering new talents that will land you new work in a better position. You could get more money with this deal as well. So they also want to bring more gifts into the connection with you by being more balanced, which means it's a real gift when they're vulnerable and open with you and tell you how they feel and are able to be emotionally vulnerable with you. And also when they're feeling more balanced, especially balanced at work and in their life, they're able to work more on their true gifts and flexibility. So they also want time to spend with you and time to live a great life and to thrive. And this also means being flexible to change. And that's what they're doing. They're making changes. They're reflecting on this right now. We've got the bat in the position of the hanged man. So the delays are necessary. The pause is necessary for them to reflect and understand what to do. It says you'll need to be in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. So in other words, the dark is the dark night of the soul, going into their darkness, facing their fears, actually opening up to what they need to change. And while it seems extreme, just hang on in there, this too shall pass. And I feel that's also a message for you to hang on in there, because whatever's going on, it will pass. And they are setting boundaries for reasons. So if they've shut down or they've blocked you or they seem to be in silence right now, they're just putting boundaries out so that they can actually deal with what they need to deal with. It's not your job to rescue them. They need to rescue themselves. And they know they need to set healthy boundaries to respect themselves and others. And this could also be them pulling away from you while they end their karmic relationship, and do that the right way instead of messing you around or being back and forth in your energy. So the energy around the journey today, we've got selfish. So if you're feeling that they are selfish, they're not. You may not be seeing things clearly because they want to do it the right way or take the honouring path to you by pulling away, by going within, by working things out. It really is progress. It's ascension. It's moving forward to the next step. So don't see things from a place of fear. See things from a place of love and release that fear to heaven. They are releasing what they need to. The wood snake is already shifting things around right now. They are moving forward because they're ascending. And you are too. You're moving towards the next phase of your journey. You just need to surrender and let go. They may be dealing with family. They may need to let go of things around their family, and that's causing problems. They may be having sleepless nights because of that. But you are twin flames, and that means you belong together. So handle this journey gracefully. Handle this journey from a place of power, from love, not fear. And that will open all the right doors. And you'll dance together in this beautiful dance of life. And when I connect with gracefulness, I'll speak about this on the live streams. They show me the swan. And the swan is connected with the divine feminine. And the swan on a lake is very beautiful, looks beautiful, pure, clean, clear, just amazing to watch. But when the swan is on the ground flapping around, the swan can be quite scary. So do things with ease and grace, be flexible and adaptable, and that will be your passage to the next stage of your journey. It says your current situation is a means to an end. So that means if you're in separation, it's just a means to an end. It's guiding you back to reunion. And if you're in reunion, it's just a step forward to union. If you're in a karmic situation, or they are, it's creating a way forward for lessons and growth. It's moving you where you're meant to be, like a catalyst does, moving you forward. It says you're making the uncertain voyage to a new world, so enjoy the discoveries as you go. So enjoy the journey. There's discoveries along the way. And it's a new beginning coming in. So you might feel like it's over, but it isn't. It's the beginning coming in. It's a good time to start something new. A new job or a whole new career. You've creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. So as twin flames, you're moving towards this new time in your life where you're building a new beginning. A new nest egg. Something has been created in your life. And many of you will be working on service and changing your jobs to bring that in. And there's outside forces at work here. This means things like divine timing, trusting in the process of that, karmic endings, outside influences from others. But the love will ultimately conquer all. It says unknown forces and figures are driving the situation. And this is also about the universe, the angels, divine intervention, driving this force forward in your life, driving you to where you're meant to be, moving things into place. It says you may not be able to control the outcome, and that's because you're not meant to. You're being guided to surrender the outcome, to give it to God, to have faith. This cycle will shift soon and you'll be okay. And I am feeling that. I feel like, it's been powerful moving into the wood snake, but January has been crazy. Moving into February, especially the 2-2, it's going to bring in a big shift. There's going to be more Kundalini rising. You're going to feel the heat again that you were feeling in December. You're going to feel things rising up. So if things have been stagnant in January, or for some of January, have hope and faith because things are about to change. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.